one thing. I want everybody to look at me. I'm going to pass it to Corn after I say one thing. That's a W. Let's eat one. Let's eat one. That's a W. How many people want to eat a W tonight? How many eat a W tonight?
Have a fun.
You don't have what?
I was like, I don't even have anything ready to tell you to get you to like laugh when you start, but it worked anyway because I just cut myself off from talking. So
That was amazing. That was perfect timing. There's some important news for on my side right now. I just had Chipotle for the first time in a year and a half.
yeah, since the incident of sickness.
So I had that 2 years ago, and then I had it again like 7 months later against my will. And when I ate it, I just like it. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. And I'm gonna be honest.
Didn't
I had
like
it again, and it was just fine,
Oh, I love Chipotle. I had it yesterday, 2 days ago. Yesterday,
dude.
I can't remember what day I had it. It's so good. What'd you get? Did you get the honey chicken?
No, I just got the regular stuff.
See, that's your problem.
Yeah, dude, I understand there's this like new thing, but my thing is like I go there because I know what I like. And
Sure.
if I add an extra flavor into already what I, make, that's just like, it's not too much flavor, but it's too much of different flavors. And now it's like if you go to like to get like soda and you put every single one in the cup. It's just like, what the hell is this?
Oh, when you mix them all together? Yeah, when
Yeah.
you do like the kind of when we were growing up, they came out with
The
those, what are
bomb.
those fuck are those yeah, what the fuck are those machines called? I don't know what the machines are called, but they're
The
everywhere.
soda
now.
machines.
They're at Noodles. They're at Noodles and Company.
No. I'm talking
you're
about just the
about
old
a regular
school,
one.
like Coke,
Gotcha, okay.
Dr. Pepper, Sprite, whatever, that Diet Coke. Like you just
Diet
mix
Coke.
them all.
Root beer. Yeah.
Root beer, yeah. And it's just like
Powerade.
Yeah, and it's just like a combination of too many things. And it's not that it's too much flavor. It's just that because I get like the hot sauce on it,
Mm-hmm.
and I just feel like it'd just be too much of different things. It's almost like if you want chocolate ice cream, but then you add vanilla ice cream onto it. It's just like I just wanted chocolate,
Yeah. No, I gotcha.
But anyway,
You know what I'm talking about though, right? The giant machine where you can get like
Coke
vanilla.
ones, like,
yes, every flavor of Coke you can imagine.
yeah, Firehouse was like the first place to have
Yes,
it.
that's what it was. Firehouse.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love Chipotle.
yeah, I know. It was fine.
Okay.
That's it, and that's
fair.
And now we wait.
Yeah, we'll see what happens tonight or tomorrow.
It's pretty instant. It was like an hour and a half after, but yeah, bad food poisoning from Chipotle, and I haven't had it, and I've had it once in 2 years. Not twice.
Max, shout out Max, also had food poisoning from Chipotle like a month ago.
I don't believe that. That guy doesn't go to Chipotle.
He got the honey chicken because Aaron and I kept telling him how good it was, and he puked his brains out for like 2 days.
What?
Yeah. Might not have been 2 days, but he was sick for like 24 hours. So he said he wasn't sure if it was the chicken or not, but he was like, that's the only thing different than what I can remember eating. So I'm assuming it's the chicken.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I didn't get the honey chicken then.
Yeah, I love the honey chicken. But I think about that every time I get it. Am I going to get sick? So.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. Like the whole time I was in line, I'm like, all right, do I want to do this? And I'm going to be honest, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, that's fair. Nah, actually, it's not fair. I love it.
But it used to be like my go-to anytime I traveled. I'm getting Chipotle wherever, and now it's like I'm going like Jersey Mike's or I don't know. I'm getting pizza.
2 best Chipotles. I eat way too much Jersey Mike's too. Like I love Jersey Mike's, but I'm getting sick of it because I feel like that's all I eat.
I haven't had it in a while, but yeah.
Yeah, I fuck like that's all. Like we have one right by our house. It's like all we get. We also it's right next to Chipotle, so we also get a lot of Chipotle. But 2 best kinds of Chipotle. The night after hangover, not like lunch or like breakfast, but the night. So if you're hungover from like Saturday night to Sunday night Chipotle, so good. And then post workout or anything, post like playing basketball, post workout, it is so good. It is so good.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of targeted ads for Chipotle today, and I was so hungry after practice. And
is it the queso thing? Because I'm getting a ton of those too. Like it's like they have new queso. It's like a Chipotle queso or Chipotle
like
ranch or whatever.
Ranch,
yeah, the ranch, yeah.
Yeah, who first of all, who gets the queso? Do you get it?
No, I don't. I get the chips and guac.
But I'm saying, does anyone actually get it on the?
Oh no, I don't think.
Because I get guac on the bowl. Yeah, I just get chips, and it's like a big, you know. It was good though. I mean, I'll probably go again, but it just didn't. I'll try the Chipotle chicken next, and I'll probably get sick, and then I'll never have it again. Yeah, that used to be the go-to, but I couldn't agree more with what you said, though.
Yes, two best kinds of Chipotle.
Also, like I'm like one of the weird guys that gets like those weird drinks that are like at the end.
Oh, are you? Oh, like the what are they called?
Whatever the hell they are. I
like
get the orange one.
Yeah, the orange. What's it called? It's
I don't know.
Shit. I don't want to get this wrong.
I didn't get it today because they ran out of ice in the ice machine. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna have a warm drink. Are you looking it up right now? It's really not. It's the orange one and the clear things. Yeah.
Yes, I know.
But I get that with it, and I couldn't get it today because they didn't have ice. And again, who wants a warm drink when you live in Florida and it's July?
True. Valid point.
But anyway, speaking of July, lots actually been happening the last 2 weeks. This every other week thing has given us some stuff.
Some more to talk about. Yes, yeah. So we didn't acknowledge that, but every other week. Obviously, we didn't do an episode last week, so coming to this week, and then like we said, we don't really know when it's going to end. Probably through July, maybe early August. But once kind of mid-August hits, I think we'll kind of be back into
I think
every week type of thing. Yeah, once football season's kind of in mid
preseason, we'll start like preseason week 1. How about that?
Yeah, no, that works. That's like first week of August or something. So that's good. That's good for a lot of people.
What do you mean?
Me.
What?
I think it's a good time to get back in. Like football season. It's fantastic. It's a great time of year. Some would say the best time of year.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's great. It's the best time. I mean, if you want to quickly rank sports seasons, it's obviously football season 1.
Yes.
Right. And then along with football season, you get the start of NHL and NBA.
Yep.
Like week 5, I think. So you're just overloaded with sports, which is amazing. And it allows you to have like tonight, I got home and I'm like, what the hell am I going to watch? We'll get to that. And we'll get to that. That's number 1, obviously. And then number 2 is NBA and NHL playoffs combined.
Yep.
And then 3 is like, if you want to get weird and talk about like the World Cup or Olympics.
Yeah, it was fun. I do like that. I do like the World Cup, Olympics in general.
Maybe baseball.
I mean, I do like baseball play. Like, baseball postseason gets into like start of football season. So like that all together is kind of fun. When you got like the World Series on, but there's also football on, like that's fun.
Yeah, that's just like
baseball. Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's the bomb of sports.
I do think the cool thing of football though is like regardless of, because it's only 16 games or 17 games, like regardless of what point of the season it is, it's everyone is watching it. Whereas like basketball at the beginning, a lot of people don't watch, or baseball, a lot of people don't watch.
Well, it's just different. It's different. It's like every week's a playoff game.
Yep, exactly.
Same with like college football. It's like one thing I don't like about college football is like if you lose, not as much anymore, but like when we were growing up, when you lose, your season's over, which I think is annoying. But yeah, I mean, plus you have like the fantasy thing. You have a lot of gambling. It's and there's only 17 games, like you said, then the playoffs. But yeah. So
speaking of, real quick, so this is how I'm going to kick it off. Did you see Devin Booker just signed a 2-year, $145 million max contract with the Suns?
150.
Oh, Shams says 145.
All right. Well, then maybe it changed, but he's making what, 75 million a year?
Let's see. I'm just reading what I just popped up on my phone 3 minutes ago or whatever it was.
Well, that happened like 2 weeks ago.
Did it really?
Yeah.
So, 145 million. Yeah. Has agreed to a 2-year, $145 million contract.
It probably got finalized today, but it was like
today.
Yeah, but now it's 5 years, 316 million in total.
Okay, so it adds on to his whatever he
Yeah.
had left on his contract. Okay, nice.
Jeez, how much money is that a year? It's
I don't know, a lot.
70 million a year.
It's a lot. Wherever it is, it's a lot.
65 million. That's insane.
Basketball players make so much money.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah. Where do you want to start? Because we had.
I think we should start with basketball, the offseason. I think that
Okay.
makes the most sense, right? So going off of Devin Booker and the Suns, I think one thing, I think this happened after we did our last pod, Kevin Durant. Or did we talk about that last week or last time?
We talked about Kevin Durant.
Okay, that's right. We talked about that last time. That's right, because we talked about how he got on stage and knew it was going to happen and went to Houston. What was the biggest takeaway for you from NBA offseason the last few weeks? Like, what is your biggest?
I mean, the Norman Powell trade was pretty big to Miami. Miami traded, I think, like Kyle Anderson and Kevin Love. It was like a 3-team trade. They went to Utah, and then Miami got Norman Powell, and the Clippers got John Collins. I think that's like pretty big. John Collins is a really good player. He's been on Utah the last few years, so no one's really heard from him. That's kind of where players are going to die right now. I mean, Utah's over-under after that trade is, what I tell you, 18 and a half?
18 and a half. That's insane. I'm going to take the over on that just because, like, it's got to be one of the lowest over-unders of all time. It has to be.
It's brutal, I think.
How's it even possible?
I mean, they can try to lose, but I don't know. But like, half the roster is like 21 years old, so I kind of understand it.
Yeah,
but Norman Powell to the Heat actually kind of makes them, I don't want to say contender, but like a top 5 team in the East rather than being like between 5 to 10. I mean, do you know anything about Norman Powell?
Not much. I don't know much about him.
He had a great year last year. I mean, he's on the last year of his contract, so Miami is going to have to re-sign him if they want to next year. But with this whole second apron thing, I don't think they'd do it. But maybe they just were like, it's better than what we have with the corpse of Kevin Love, and Kyle Anderson's just like an okay role guy. But I think John Collins to the Clippers is good. Adds a little bit more of like a stretch 5-ish lineup for the Clippers. They're going to be pretty solid. But I mean, that's like the biggest thing that happened. I mean, DeAndre Ayton, I think I called that in the last pod, signed with the Lakers, and now I'm seeing all these posts with like LeBron, Luka, and Ayton, like the big 3, and like they forgot about Reeves, and Portland just paid him $35 million to leave. So I don't know if I think I sent you a few clips, but like the guy just doesn't try.
Yes, and
the effort level is just not there.
Yeah, and that was one of the ones. Like, I know that, like, I've kind of read up on some of this kind of stuff, and a lot of people are calling the Lakers losers in this situation. Like,
okay, I don't think they're a loser. They're getting him very cheap, and he's a lot better than Jackson Hayes.
No,
I'm just
saying he's
not
needed a
the
center.
guy with,
Yeah, they needed a center. But yeah, I don't think. I think you, like you said, I think you talked about this on the pod. DeAndre Ayton's come up before on the podcast, and like,
it stinks.
I think you've made your thoughts pretty clear on how you feel about him. And then obviously
I just hate low effort guys.
Yeah, no, which is fair. I think that's super fair. And then the whole LeBron thing was also weird. Like, what was going on with LeBron? How he said he wasn't gonna, like, there was all this stuff coming out from his agent, and then all of a sudden he signs his player option.
Yeah.
And then we started going back and forth about where's he going? Where's he trying to push a trade for?
He just can't not want attention. Like, the guy every offseason, if it's not about him, he makes it about him. Like, he goes to Cleveland and he starts playing golf for some reason, and then he wears a hat that says thing. Like I'm always home or whatever the fuck it said. And
speaking of Cavs, your shirt, perfect segue.
I didn't even think about that, but he's gonna stay with the Lakers.
Yeah, no, I think at this point, he's gonna stay with the Lakers. I know we were going back and forth about a potential, like, what if he gets traded back to Cleveland? And I was kind of saying, I feel like he would want that. I don't know if that makes sense, would have made sense for Cleveland, but like for him, I kind of get why he would want to go back to Cleveland and his career where he started, but I don't think any of that's going to happen at this point.
Oh, because they built the team back up after he left it in shambles?
Exactly.
Again?
Yeah, exactly.
Same with Miami. Again? It's crazy, dude. Like, oh yeah, accumulate some good picks. Let's build up the team. Let's sign some free agents while I'm not there, and I'll just, no. That, I mean, he's
funny.
gonna stay a Laker.
He's gonna kill
I
his
mean,
career. It's Lakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he keeps saying like next year might be his last year. Like this guy just can't stop himself. Like speaking of Max, shout out Max again. This is like holy shit. If he doesn't listen to this episode, we're never gonna talk about him.
We're not
again.
Gonna say we're not gonna say anything to him. And just we'll know if he listens.
Exactly. But I was texting with him. I forget what it was about, but it was like something about like learning or like knowing about like celebrities or athletes off the court or off whatever. And I was like, I don't care what they do off the court. I don't want to know what they do off the court. I just want to see how they play. I want to see how they act like an actor or a singer. Like I don't want to know them personally. I just want to hear their music. I want to see their movies. Oh, we were talking about like Robert De Niro because he's like super left and it's like almost distracting. And what's his name? Mark Ruffalo's starting to get that way. It's like, all right, dude, now it's just going to take me out of every Marvel movie. But I said, I was like, I used to be the biggest LeBron guy. I was calling him the GOAT in 2012. And then
I don't remember
what's that?
I don't remember that.
Oh, dude, it's on my Twitter. I was retweeting a bunch of stuff. I mean, you know me, I jump on things when people are against him. I mean, everyone hated LeBron when he was at Miami, and I became a Heat fan. And but then once I started hearing him talk and I started hearing him like do all this stuff, I was like, I'm kind of out.
Yeah.
And now he's like kind of insufferable for me. And basically that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't like LeBron anymore. But what was I talking about?
So we were kind of just talking Lakers in general.
Oh yeah.
So you think improvement at center?
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to be better next year than they were last year? I mean, they have to be because they have Luka for a whole year, right? Like, but it's not like they were bad.
They were a
last
3
year.
seed.
Yeah, it's not like they were bad. Not like they were bad last year, but
they're not better than OKC. They're probably going to be 1 again. They're not better than Houston.
Definitely not better than Houston now.
I don't think they're better. I don't think they're better than Denver.
No, yeah.
Clippers, no. I mean, they're probably around the Clippers.
Same with Timberwolves.
I think Lakers, Timberwolves, and Clippers are about the same.
They were all they were the 3 seed, but you had LA with 50 wins, Denver with 50 wins, Clippers with 50 wins, Timberwolves with 49, Golden State with 48, Grizzlies with 48. So they were 2 wins away from being an 8 seed. Like that could have gone
2 losses, yeah.
Or sorry, 2 losses away from being an 8 seed, but that could have gone any direction. So like they're probably still right in that group, right? They're still in that kind of anywhere from 4 to 8 in the West.
Yeah.
Because I think Denver will be better.
I think they're better than a play-in team, but I can see them in the play-in because how good the West is. But I could also see them being the 3 seed again if Luka is, trying to prove something.
He did lose some
LeBron, allegedly. And then if Ayton has any effort, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's the whole. It's the Lakers. It's like the Lakers, Cowboys, Yankees kind of thing. They're always going to be up there. But did you see the Jokic not signing his extension?
Yeah, so
this offseason?
I saw that. It was that yesterday or 2 days ago? I think, for him, it makes a ton of sense because he can make like 80 million more by not signing this year.
Yeah, but people are taking that as he's either going to retire or he's going to go to the Lakers and play with Luka. That's how. But this is like the thing that they do. This is like how.
They just spin it into like narratives.
They just aggregate everything.
Yeah. See, when I saw it, I thought, oh, that makes a lot of sense. He can make a shit ton more money if he waits a year.
Yeah,
that's what my thought was.
Look at Trey Hendrickson. He's going to make a lot more money than maybe
we'll see.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what it is. And I see all these posts like there's a Nicola, but the LA was the LA sign. So yeah,
no, it's stupid.
It's just funny how everything is so dramatic in the NBA.
You need clicks. Well, it's not. I don't even think it's just the NBA. I think it's everywhere. You need clicks. You need like narratives. You need all this shit because that's what gets people talking. Like we're talking right now. But I think it's as I think it's as simple as, hey, I lose out on $80 million if I'm assuming if he leaves though. He wouldn't make as much money, right? Because there is, in the NBA, Is it
He's not
Super
going to
Max?
leave.
Okay.
He's not going to
Yeah,
leave.
that's what I thought. Okay, yeah.
He's not going to
Yeah.
leave. People. I mean, where do you think he'd go if he left?
Probably LA.
Yeah. See, that's what everyone says.
Yeah. So if he does leave, that's where he'll go.
Yeah, but that's just what the media says because they want all the stars in LA or New York.
That would be really cool, but it would also suck.
That'd be so annoying.
Yeah, it would suck.
That'd be so annoying.
LeBron would maybe be gone by then, though. Nah, he'd probably play 1 year.
He said that he's going to play again. I'm done talking about LeBron. I was just about to ask you something. Fuck.
No, he'll sign the extension next year. It's as simple as that. He's going to stay in Denver. I could see him retiring, though, just because I feel like he's one of those guys who doesn't love... Not that he doesn't love basketball. He loves basketball.
Watch him play, dude. He's the most competitive human being.
Yeah.
No one who's that good and that competitive wants to stop. But I will ask you this question because you just reminded me.
Yeah.
Do you think it'd be more surprising or less surprising if he retired as Andrew Luck?
Ooh, like, so the same thing, like he just kind of comes out of nowhere and retires?
Yeah.
So would I be surprised if he did that?
I'm just saying in general, would it be more surprising than like Andrew Luck, just hanging it up?
Oh.
Or like, would it be as big as an impact?
I don't think so.
Okay. Why?
Can I explain why? Because I think...
Of course.
And I think it's because of some of the stuff that he said, like, and in his press conferences, and like, I just want to go play with my horses. I just want to go back home. And like, he kind of outwardly said that, whereas Andrew Luck was like...
Okay, but would it be as big as an impact? Like, do you think...
Yes, I think it would be as big of an impact. It would be as big of a news story. He's the best. Andrew Luck was not the best player in football.
And he didn't win a championship.
Yeah, and he didn't win a championship.
Like,
that's the difference. Yeah, that's the difference. Is like, I think me being from a football, like I'm a football first mindset, like that was a massive shock. But he made it to one AFC championship game, never won a Super Bowl. It was still out of the blue, but I mean, he was beat up. Like he got beat up every single year. So like, it was a shocker. But this would be the best player in basketball hanging it up, which I think. So I think it would be just as big.
It'd be like Tom Brady retiring after his 4th Super Bowl.
Correct. Just kind of out of the blue. Just being like, I'm done. But I think in terms of like, it would be less surprising to me if he did it than Andrew Luck, just because of some of the stuff that he said to the media. Whereas Andrew Luck was like the football guy. Like he was eat, breathe, sleep. It was like Colts after Peyton Manning. Like, oh, he's in Indy. They got to win a championship. Like his career will never be.
Well, he's also American. Like these guys from Serbia are so much different than.
Yeah, they're like, okay, I'll go home.
Like, I don't know if you watch Wimbledon at all, but like Djokovic is like my favorite. He's like one of my favorite athletes ever.
Yes.
That guy's awesome. And he reminds me of an American because how intense he is and how like dedicated to the sport. I'm not saying people from, other places in the world aren't, but like there's like something about like Americans in sports.
Yeah. They're
just so into it. And it's like they have no other hobbies. If they do, it's another sport. It's like golf or fishing or whatever. But yeah, it's you just never know because first of all, English isn't his first language, and he has other hobbies. Like he likes the horse thing, and he's caught on camera a bunch talking about all that stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to.
No, that was a good question. That was a good like, because that's what it would be, right? If he were to leave, that's what it would feel like. But so next thing I wanted to ask you, Giannis, no trade. What did you think about?
I think he stays.
Yeah. What do you think about like kind of what the Bucks did
with Miles Turner?
Yeah. That was kind of shocking. That kind of came out. I feel like a lot of people were surprised he left Indy.
Oh, well, they're also like the Pacers and the Bucks were like rivals for 2 years.
Right. That's why I was curious. I want to get your thoughts on it.
I understand Miles Turner leaving because Halliburton's going to be like the next season for the Pacers is going to be hell. Like it's just going to be, they're going to be maybe a 10 seed.
Well, yeah, I mean, I thought it was funny that the president came out and said that Halliburton wasn't going to play this year. It's like, yeah, no shit. He tore his Achilles in the finals.
Yeah. It was all over my feet. I'm like, yeah, we knew this.
Yeah, no shit.
I think it's really good for the Bucks because Giannis isn't a center. He's a power forward. Like he was always playing alongside Brook Lopez. And I I saw a few things about Russell Westbrook coming to the Bucks. I'm not saying that that's going to make him a contender, but make him exciting. I don't know. I mean, Giannis is the best player in the East. I think it's Giannis, and then maybe a tier below it's Brunson. I understand Brunson's really good, but like, I think 30 out of 30 organizations would take Giannis.
I agree.
To build their team around, and you never know when you have when you can have the best guy in every playoff series, you have a chance.
No, for sure. And that's like, and then obviously the Dane stuff like that was a little surprising as well. I know he tore
buying him out was really stupid though.
Yeah, that's kind of what I like. The whole thing it all happened at once, and I think even Giannis was confused. He was posting shit like, "What the hell's going on?"
Yeah, it was interesting. I really don't know what they're doing. I wish I need a deep dive into how NBA front offices work, and like I feel like it's a little bit more cut and dry in the NFL.
Yeah, I think so too. Like I meant to send you a video that got posted on the Eagles. It was like a 6-minute video. I was watching it and then I got distracted, but I'll send it to you. It was kind of about the financials of like what the Eagles are doing. And it's like, it's cool to like, not to change the subject of football, but it's cool to like see the ins and outs. So like, I don't know as much of that on the basketball side. I understand it on the football side. I agree with you. I think I need to do a deep dive in how some of this financial work, because the NBA is just all over the place. Like there's giving these guys these massive contracts. Yeah.
They keep changing it though. Like the CBA now, I don't think is very good, but okay. So what they're doing now is they want a lot of turnover, which, creates more content. And the NBA is a pure, like they control social media, like NBA Twitter, NBA social media. They have the clip, like the coolest clips. Like there's nothing better than like an alley-oop dunk or like a three in someone's face or crossing someone up. Like that's awesome.
Buzzer beater.
Yeah, buzzer beaters. I mean, that's all I've been seeing. All these sports accounts I follow are just posting like highlights of like, oh, the best buzzer beaters of 2016, or best dunks of 2019
with the stuff you've been
Tyrese Halliburton. Dude, those videos, man.
Sad.
But so I think the CBA just like creates the content, which I think the NBA does need, but it is kind of annoying as a fan where you're just like, damn, all right, now I can't. Like you're not going to see a guy be on the same team or a duo be on the same team, or like a third banana be on the same team for more than 2 or 3 years. Yeah. It's like the Chet Holmgren just signed a $250 million contract. I don't know if they're going to be able to re-sign Jalen Williams.
Yeah.
Who was an all-star last year and was the second best player on a championship team. So I don't know. Like that can kind of confuse me because I'm like, I like Chet, but
well, that's kind of like Chet's good, but that's also just taking, the potential, right? Like that's taking what you see.
Oh, I mean, he was a second overall pick. I mean, he's a really good player. And
that's what I mean. Yeah.
I think it was his second full year and he's only going to get better. I understand.
Yeah. Cause he missed his whole rookie year, didn't he? He got hurt and missed essentially his whole rookie year. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that we were talking about that one yesterday too. I thought that one was interesting too. I saw that. I was surprised. I honestly didn't even realize he was up for contract. I didn't think he'd been in the NBA long enough to be up for a contract yet.
Yes, third year. You can extend, yeah.
But I think that's because he missed his first year, so I still felt like he was, like in his first or second year. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, technically, yeah. But yeah, so it's just interesting, and that kind of like with all this like free agency stuff and all this, turnover and all the drama with that NBA. I texted you this with not much context.
Yeah, I was confused.
I'm trying to find it. What makes you not like the NBA? Like, what's one thing about it? And don't say there's like too many games. What about it kind of turns you off? Because like the reason I'm thinking of is kind of what we just talked about. It's just like they make everything over dramatic, but like. Stuff but stuff like disgruntled players and turnover, that happens a lot in the NFL as well.
I think,
but you just don't hear about it as much. Yeah,
part of my thing, and we've talked about this on the podcast before, is the like rest for star players. Like I don't like that. I find that frustrating as you're a professional athlete. I get it. Like sometimes you got a couple, you'll play 4 games in 6 days or whatever. Like I get it. It's a lot. But like you are putting out a product for people to watch. People are paying a lot of money to come to those games. They don't know until the last second when they've already bought tickets that you're not going to play. If you're injured, whatever, that makes sense. But if you are resting just to take, like, I get it. Like, I get it to a certain extent, but like, I'm not, I don't get paid I got PTO and stuff, like, and it's different. I'm not in the entertainment business. But that's the thing that frustrates me. And then like, there is just something about some of the effort that you see sometimes that's frustrating, like especially on the defensive side of the ball, by certain players that can be a turnoff sometimes. Like I like close contested games. Like I like low scoring games a lot of times with the NBA. Like I think those games are kind of fun to watch and that's why I like the playoffs, because the intensity, you see all the effort from everyone the entire time. I know you said don't say too many games, but I feel like at the beginning of the season, there's just so much like.
Well, they shouldn't start the season when they do.
Yes, I do not like
they should start on Christmas.
The 1 year they did that, I think that made
awesome.
So much sense. And
then have the playoffs end in mid-July. Yes. And then we have a month break. Now we have a month break then we get 2 months break.
Correct.
2.5
Baseball.
Of really nothing. And I get all that, but I will say they're doing, there's only a very select few. Mm-hmm. There's like 3 or 4 guys who do the whole load management thing. Mm-hmm. The effort, I get it, but also like, I think you're just seeing clips of it. Like if you watch a whole game, you don't really notice it.
And maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm not as heavily invested as you are, and I see the clips, and then that's the whole social media thing where it kind of affects your way of thinking and your thought process.
Yeah. I get it. Like hearing about that, I think, so for me, like the reason I understand why people don't is everything's so dramatic. Yeah. They make everything so dramatic. And it's almost just like, I was listening to Ryan Russillo's podcast, and they kind of gave me the idea for this kind of topic. And they were saying how anything Kevin Durant tweets, the first reply is going to be, go win a real ring. Right.
Yeah.
But then again, people praise Tom Brady for 7, but a few of them, like the Rams win, it was 13-3. He didn't really do anything. Mm-hmm. But then like you have a guy like Jordan Poole last year averaging 25 points, but he wins 20 games. And then you have like some people saying like, oh, he's cooking. But then you have the other, like half of the other audience saying he's on a shitty team. He's getting all the shots. Right, that's like, but that's like Joe Burrow.
Right.
When he has no defense, he's slinging it. I'm not saying he's not good, but I'm just saying like he has more opportunity. Does that make sense?
Sure.
All I'm saying is like how things are perceived like that. Like the NBA is just so dramatic with it. And I get it. And I understand why people don't like it. But all I'm saying is it's the same in every sport, but how we talk about it makes it different. And
I was going to say,
how we talk about it can turn you off.
I was going to say, it's also, I think there's certain shows that I just don't really enjoy that
100%.
Focus on the NBA.
That's why I don't watch them. And that's why I only listen to NBA podcasts. That's
kind of your point. It's like how it's talked about and how dramatic. And that's all sports shows at this, like, I feel like we talked about that before, but all the sports shows are over dramatic at this point. But like, that's just is annoying to me. So,
well, it was like the Tom Brady thing. They were calling it for his career in 2009 and he played until 2021.
Yeah.
Like,
he
played for another 12 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically all I'm saying is like, it's an interesting topic because everything that you say is valid, but also that's the things that are being posted. That's what they're feeding you. Like, oh, look at the effort. Look at, there's too many threes now. I don't understand.
I like threes.
When you go play rec ball, you're shooting threes.
That's all I do.
Watching threes go in, like watching Steph in his 2016 season was the most fun basketball to ever watch.
Well, he changed basketball. That's what that was cool about that is like he's
but people are complaining about too many threes. I'm like, isn't that, like what are we even doing?
I don't mind the threes. The only time I mind the threes is when it was like Boston went like 9 for 42 or whatever it was in the playoff.
Yeah, you don't want to brick. You don't want to brick every shot, but if you're also down 20, what are you going to do?
Right.
You're just going to post. I don't want to watch Kelly Olynyk post up for 12 minutes a game.
That's fair. You don't like Kelly Olynyk?
Well, the Wizards just traded him, so I don't like him anymore. But I liked him for about 10 minutes while he was on the Wizards.
How do you feel about you were pretty pumped about the Wizards moves?
Which ones?
We don't need to talk about the Wizards. I just kind of saying that as a joke.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's a fun conversation to have.
It is a good
just like,
conversation. Yeah.
I get it. I see where you're coming from, but also it's the same in every sport. It's just how you talk about it.
We said it next year. I'm gonna get a little more invested in basketball next year. I know you weren't saying that directly to me. That was more of a generalized topic.
No,
yeah.
I'm not saying it at anyone. I'm saying I like to know why people don't like certain things. It's like watching baseball. The product is boring.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Yeah, and I used to love.
I liked it when I
baseball.
played it. Yeah, I loved it when I played baseball. Like I was when I think that's how a lot of kids are. Like I was a massive basketball fan, football, baseball, like all year round. I was like pumped to watch my teams. And then as I got older, I don't know if it's just not as much time as you have as a kid, or you stop playing the sports, or you like. I couldn't imagine being as big of a like Bulls fan or Cubs fan as I am a Bengals fan. Like I couldn't mentally do it. It would just not go over well. I don't know how people do it. Like I don't know how people do it. Same with college. Like I don't know how people can do it, but I do wish I had a college team that I really liked.
Yeah,
that's one thing I'm missing.
The issue with college now, it's gonna be I can't wait to see. We're gonna have a lot to talk about this year with college.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Football.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. It's gonna be good.
No, but I'm sure if like we grew up in a city and they had a basketball team, you'd probably be just as invested.
Yeah, for sure. I probably would be.
First of all, you don't have any other friend. I mean, I don't know this, but you probably don't have many friends who are big Bulls fans, right?
Yeah, I mean, no one really, honestly, around here are big Bulls fans anymore. Like, there's not anyone who's like super into it at this point. Do I know people who like the Bulls? Yes. Do I know anyone who's super diehard and watches every game? No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know for a fact you're in a group chat that's named after the Bengals. So
yes, it's true.
There we go. You don't have a Bulls boys.
No, I don't have a Bulls boys.
Exactly.
No such thing.
That's all I'm saying. Bring the Cincinnati Royals back. That'd be awesome.
It would be cool. That would be cool.
You just jump on that. But
that would be cool.
Yeah, it's sports are the best, man. Yeah. Give me all the sports, but none of the ones that are played in July.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Except for golf.
Yeah, I was trying to watch a tournament
the
this
Genesis
morning.
Open or whatever. Yeah.
But is it?
Is it the Scottish Open?
ISCO?
I think it's the Scottish Open.
Is
Genesis
that this
Scottish
week?
Open, yeah. It's this week.
Oh, well, the ISCO is the PGA Tour one.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
All right. So anyway, let's roll over to quarterback.
Yes.
Now, I watched 5. I was planning on watching 2 or 3 episodes. I watched 5 last night.
So this is funny, actually. I wanted to watch it. Gene and I wanted to watch it together because it's the Bengals or whatever. So we were like, I'll watch it together. I was like, you know what? I got to watch like 4 episodes before the podcast because I want to make sure I get. So like I started watching it. Like I was watching it. She was watching it on her iPad while she was doing other. So we were watching it together. She texted me today at like 2. I finished it. And I'm like, I'm pissed. Like we were just going to watch the first 4 episodes. We were just going to watch the rest of it. But anyway, I got through 4. I got through like 4.5. I did get through 4.5.
5 was a cliffhanger one. It's like I told you, but
yeah, but I think I know what happens. But
Brian, we all know what happens.
Yeah. Yes. But just to go off quarterback, like I'm excited to watch it obviously because I'm a Bengals fan. Like everyone knows I'm a Bengals fan.
Did you learn anything?
So a couple of my takeaways. And obviously I'm a Bengals fan, so this is going to be a lot of Bengals bias in my takeaways.
Are you wearing a Bengals hoodie right now?
No, I'm wearing a University of South Alabama.
Wow. Okay, keep going.
It's my college dynasty for college 25.
I know.
In honor of college 26.
I know.
But anyway, so we my takeaways. Watching this as a Bengals fan sucks. So heartbreaking because they go in depth in every single one of their tough losses, but they show one highlight from like a win.
They really just gloss over the wins.
Like they are just, but that's their season, right? It just reminds you of how shitty their season was. The other takeaway I had was Jared Goff won a game throwing with where he had 5 picks and like, oh, it's a team. Yeah, that like we're a team, like we can win whenever, and then the Falcons win when they don't score an offensive touchdown. And then we got Joe Burrow over here putting up 34 points a game and losing every single game. It was so frustrating. It was frustrating to watch. No, but I do like the series so far. Like, I think Kirk Cousins is hilarious. He is just the ultimate dad.
He's the most likable guy.
Yeah.
Like, you can't hate him. You just like, yeah, that's just how he is.
Yeah, that's just he is who he is. Like, I think my favorite line in the entire show was he's sitting in Great Clips and he's like, everyone needs to take risks in their lives, and my risk is getting my hair cut at Great Clips or whatever he said. And he's getting his hair cut at Great Clips.
I'm with him, dude. I go to Sports Clips, Great Clips.
I go to Sports Clips.
Super
Yeah,
Cuts.
I go to Sports Clips. Yeah,
yeah. Sports. I feel like Sports Clips is like the Five Guys to like, like McDonald's. Like it's just like a little bit better,
a
but
little
it's like
step up.
Yeah, but it's like still kind of considered fast food. Yeah,
yeah. But I like Kirk Cousins hilarious. Jared Goff storyline doesn't really do much for me. I just not that interested in his storyline. Again, Bengals fan, like there's probably Lions fans or whoever watching it that could care less about the Bengals stuff because
I'll tell you what, Dan Campbell, I would love to play for that guy.
Yeah, Dan Campbell's a man. I
feel like everything around Jared Goff is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But Jared Goff is like the focal point. Is just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he's here. That's right. He is on the show.
Yeah. He's just, oh, okay. Yeah.
And they show all their wins. They don't show any of their losses, which kind of pissed me off. They didn't show single one. Yeah, then I think they had 2 or 3. I think I saw the one I recently saw was the Bills loss. So they did lose that game. But in general,
they show 50% of the losses.
That's true. In general, I do like the show, but sad as a Bengals fan. It's just, man, it's
yeah. You texted me. You're like, this is what'd you say?
Oh, shit.
I need to read this so I don't mess it up. Because we were kind of texting. You said these are tough to watch for me. Reopening the wounds. And I just told you to take it easy.
Yeah, and I did the meme of like
Go ahead.
I did the meme of like the kid like kicking and screaming like at the dinner table.
Did you pour yourself a drink or something while watching this or what?
No, I should though. I really should. I needed to pour one today, but I kind of ran out of time before the podcast.
Yeah, Brian's been through it. No power, no basement.
It's been tough. Yeah,
no money.
Tough. Yep.
No sports.
Yep. Dog in the hospital. Just been tough.
Dog in the hospital.
It's been rough.
Jesus Christ.
It's been a rough couple of days. But your takeaways. What's your biggest takeaway?
So I didn't watch the first one. I'm not like a big.
Oh, yeah, you didn't watch the first season. Did you watch the wide receiver one?
I didn't watch it. I don't really, dude. I don't really watch. Like I just watch games, and I don't even remember what I did last summer when I had just free time. I just feel like was it? I think the Olympics was on last year. I think it was last summer they were on.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I was tuning into that, but I was just like this one. I'm like, screw it. I'll watch it. Yeah. It is kind of weird seeing Cincinnati being like broadcasted like that because it's just like
it's kind of cool though. It's nice though. Like I'm glad he did it because I think it's putting a little bit of a spotlight like on Cincinnati, focused around someone. Like I hope Jamar Chase, if they do a wide receiver one again, I hope Jamar Chase does it. I think it'd be cool. They might not want him to do it, but
I don't think it matters.
Yeah,
I mean, Patrick Mahomes won a Super Bowl doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
And an MVP, right? No, that was Lamar.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was cool. Kirk Cousins again. I'll tell you what, man. I texted you this again, only on season 5 or episode 5, and I was like, why would they sit him? And I truly think that elbow thing. There has to be, because he even said it. He was like, I don't want to believe it, but it makes you think. But I'm like, dude, if you hurt your elbow and shoulder as a quarterback,
and
then all of a sudden, like all your throws are mistimed and you start throwing interceptions, like that's got to be something.
Well, and that's why I think that Kirk Cousins, like I think he has the best storyline in the show, because of like the whole leaving
Burrows
Minnesota.
Is cool too, because you're like, because you get to see him like he even said like play damn near perfect and we lose.
Yeah, like you get to see him beat up, like some of the like hits he takes and stuff.
He's a baller, dude. It's crazy. Bengals are gonna ruin his career.
Okay, we're not going off the rails here. Let's stay on track. We could go off the rails. We're not doing that today. We'll be here all night. I think the Kirk Cousins storyline is really cool from the beginning. Like, I think it's pretty cool that he honestly said, I would have stayed in Minnesota if I knew they were going to take Michael Penix. Like, yes, he got more money. He got but he was like, would things have changed if I knew that they were also going to take a quarterback? Mm-hmm. Yes, I probably wouldn't have left Minnesota. Like, it's very obvious he did not want to leave Minnesota.
No,
I don't blame him for leaving because Minnesota only gave him 1-year contract. He got a 4-year from Atlanta. So, like, you do your thing, go make your money, do whatever you want.
It's pretty shitty that Atlanta did all that, though.
Yeah. And it's cool to see, like, how difficult it is. You go from being in one system for so long, trying a new system, and like how much it affects you. Like the early in the season where they're running like a bunch of motions and he's like, fuck, I knew I was going to miss time one and it caused a fumble. Like, it's those little details that you don't think about as a fan. Like, he motioned the guy over first on accident. It hits him as it's snapping. It's a fumble. He's like, fuck, I knew I was going to do it once. I was hoping not to. It's all I was thinking about, and I still did it.
But they were playing the Steelers that game, and he literally went to the sideline and was like, TJ Watt has my cadence down. I'm trying to change it up a little bit. He keeps saying, like, the first 2 or 3 episodes, he keeps saying, there's just too much. There's too many motions. There's too many things. And I was just sitting there. I'm like, dude, why are they making it so complicated? Like, why are they trying to copy Miami? Miami stinks.
Well, that's the cool thing about the show, I think, though, is you get to see those in and out coverage. And then like he calls the coach and he's like, I'm not playing well enough. Like, I don't know if you guys want to tell me, but I am not playing well enough. I know I'm not playing well enough. We need to fix it. Like, just cool.
Yeah,
like
then he goes out and throws for 500 yards.
Yeah, 500 yards. That was, and to your point, I forgot how good Atlanta was at the beginning of the year. They were like 5-2, and then they just
They beat the Eagles.
Yeah, they just like fell off the rails.
I think it's because he got hurt, and
I do think it is.
It's interesting. I mean, he's literally just got off an Achilles.
Mm-hmm. I always thought it was the Achilles, but they're not even really talking about that. Like, that's not even. It was at the beginning, but I did think they would go into more of his rehab and Joe's rehab from like the wrist injury. I kind of wish there was a little bit more of that because as a Bengals fan, I'm curious. Like, I would like to see some of the like my wrist hurts or whatever, like stuff like that, like some of the behind the scenes on that. Maybe they didn't want that in there because like the players do have say in kind of what goes in and what doesn't. So maybe he was just like, no, I don't want any of that in there. I don't want there to be anything about my wrist or whatever. But I thought there'd be more on the injuries themselves. That's the one thing I was a little bit surprised by. Like, I thought the whole first episode would be injury related, rehab, building up to week 1.
I mean, I feel like they kind of covered it. Like, what else do you want to know?
They
like
did.
They talk like they showed him doing like his, PT, his
piano,
the piano thing. It's just funny. Like, he's just, some of these guys are just interesting.
Yeah. Oh, I think Joe Burrow's an interesting dude. He's an interesting guy. They're all interesting though. Like Kirk Cousins is just
like the typical white guy.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Like, how do white people act in the Midwest? I think you just like kind of put Kirk Cousins there.
You show a video of Kirk Cousins.
It's just like, just listen to him talk for 10 minutes. And
Jared Goff I think he's
just a little boring.
I didn't really get much. I haven't got much from his storyline in general. He got hurt or whatever, but the Lions were good. So there's not much to go off of there. So
I think it was cooler to learn about the Lions, culture and like how much it meant to everyone and how they're very like it just seems like a good organization when they've been such a bad organization.
Yep. Like how much the playoff win meant to them against the Rams. And then like even the story of Jared Goff getting traded and them knowing they were about to go through like 2 or 3 years of hell before they were going to be good, which they did. And like see the plan come to fruition is pretty cool. I do agree. I think and to your point, Dan Campbell he make you run through a brick wall.
He's huge. He's got the biggest head I've ever seen in my life. Like he's just awesome. He's just like a guy who,
but he cries a lot too. Like he's one of those guys who's like,
there's so too much testosterone. So something has to, like if he didn't cry, he would explode.
That's funny.
He's just like he's a meatball.
Yeah, that's funny.
But it
did get me fired up for football season though. Like it does have me so fired up for football season. I think they launched it at the good time, like early mid-July. just to get people excited for preseason to start in a month, I think it's a good time for it to launch. I'm excited to see how it ends. I want to see the Bengals win some games because I know they go on a 5-game winning streak at the end of the season. So I would like to see like some of that interaction. I do think it's sad that Joe Burrow sold his Batmobile though.
Yeah.
That would have been cool. That'd
Yeah.
been cool. It's a bummer that he sold it, but that's all right.
Wait, he did sell it?
So, yeah, you probably haven't got. I haven't gotten there, but I just know that he got rid of it. So he bought it when his house got broken into. He was like, I don't want all this shit here. People are gonna break into my house again. I think so. He canceled the order of it. That sucks.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, doesn't that suck? It'd be so sick to have Batmobile in your house. And the other thing I will say, all of their houses are awesome.
Yeah. 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 I mean,
Not
they also
surprising.
don't. I mean, yeah, they make $50 million at least each of them.
Yep. Yeah,
And
that's just off playing money, not even endorsements.
yeah, exactly.
Do you think the Kirk Cousins Great Clips thing was an ad? Like they put that in there and he got paid for that? It felt like an ad.
I don't think so.
It kind of felt like
It felt pretty. It felt pretty natural. But only thing I don't like about it is the lady cutting his hair. So this could be an ad. Now that I think about it, the lady cutting his hair had no idea who he was, but there was camera crew there.
Yeah, right.
It's
like pretending.
It's like American Idol when they go to the house and they're all surprised to see them when they walk in, but there's cameras already inside the house.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh fuck, I didn't really think
you already
about
know
that.
this. You already know that you like what else are you trying out for or what else? You know, like of course
it's just
you're on the show.
okay, it's fake.
Yeah,
which is fine.
I do think Kirk Cousins wants people to recognize him. Like he went to the.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? He went to the.
Dude, you're a hater.
I'm not a hater. I love Kirk Cousins.
He went to Cookout after and got a burger, and he's like, "Oh, you're a Saints fan. They lost today. I think that's cool." He didn't be like, "Well, I'm Kirk Cousins. I'm the quarterback of the."
Yeah,
he didn't do all that because you could be like that. There's a lot of guys who would do that.
There's a lot of guys who would do that,
and he's not very recognizable because again, he's the prototypical white guy from the Midwest.
He would get recognized in Minnesota.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But yeah, overall, I like the show. I'm excited to watch the rest of it. How many episodes are there? 6?
7. I have 2 more. I'm probably going to watch them tonight.
I have 2.5. I was going to watch more, but it took me a while to get things up and running.
Well, you didn't have any power, so I get it.
Yes.
Did you watch them today?
I watched 2 last night, and then I watched 2 today. Yes.
Oh, nice.
I watched one on the treadmill while I worked out, and then I watched another one once I finished another one when the power came back on. I was like making dinner and eating shit.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that made me excited for the NFL. Then I started seeing a bunch of like fantasy stuff, and I'm like, all right, I can't wait.
Yep, we're close. We are so close.
1 month. We just need to get out of July.
Honestly, you just get out of July and you're fine because then
get the fuck out of July.
Yes, training camp. You're feeling good out of July. Well, training camp's like 2 weeks, so it'll start feeling like it. The first preseason game's August or July 31st. Might put a wager or 2 on that game. Yeah, I might put a little wager on that game.
Wait, which?
I think it's Steelers and
July 31st is the Hall of Fame game?
Yeah, Hall of Fame game. Let's see. Let me see who's playing. Preseason week 1. Oh fuck! I clicked on an ad. Airline training. Whoops. Hall of Fame, August 31st. Fuck, July 31st. Los Angeles, Detroit. I said the Steelers. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know why I thought this was the Steelers. Anyway, on we go.
All right. Is the British Open this week?
No, it's next week. It's the Scottish Open this week.
This weekend, yeah.
Yeah. But yes, British Open is next week.
Are there odds out for it?
No, I don't think so. Because I think it'll depend on what happens this week, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah. I can check, though.
Let's see if... Hold on. Scottish Open, the Open Championship. Dude, they're out. Oh,
Are
just
they?
the winner. The winners.
Just winners. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can't do that.
Fuck. How about we just pick 3 people to win, and it can't be Scotty Scheffler.
Are you on
DraftKings.
DraftKings? How did you find it?
I typed in the Open.
Okay.
And it was the third one, the Open Championship.
The Open.
So it has to be plus 1,000 or higher. So you can't be Scotty, can't be Rory.
Okay. I see it, the Open Championship.
So we don't have a record. It's just like, let's see if we can pick who wins.
Okay. Let's do. All right, you're up.
I'm up.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I don't know, man.
And then we can tweet out. So I'll tweet out some next week. We'll talk next week and pick. We'll do our normal top 20s and we'll tweet them out.
Also, I just found out that YouTube Shorts. Do you ever go on YouTube, look at videos?
Yeah, I see YouTube Shorts. Yeah, I like watching YouTube, so like I get some YouTube Shorts on there.
Oh, interesting. Like on the app?
No, like I do it on my computer, even the TV. Like I watch YouTube videos on the TV, and there's Shorts. I like Shorts. It's a problem. Like I like the short videos, and they suck my time.
And they just continue to play?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How old do I sound right now?
Old.
Dude,
old.
Real quick, I saw a post that said YouTube Shorts have surpassed TikTok views.
I believe it.
At like 200 billion.
I believe it.
But like I go on the YouTube
TikTok,
app.
so.
Yeah, but I go on the YouTube app and it's like the worst app ever.
I don't use the app. I use like my TV or my computer.
I guess that's what people are doing. But anyway,
yeah.
I gotta start posting more YouTube Shorts.
You do sound old. That was an old man take right there. They keep playing. They just go to the next one.
Well, there's so many ways to watch YouTube. I know. Where it's like, I watch YouTube clips, but I watch like podcasts. But I don't. I never think to like press on the shorts because I'm like, what am I gonna sit for 40 seconds? Then have to change it again?
Yeah, maybe I watch them because I don't have other forms of social media, so that's how I get my like little
your fix,
my dopamine hit. I don't know.
You're an addict. That's all right. All right, my first pick is gonna be Xander Schauffele at plus 2,500.
Ooh, I like that. God, I want to take Tommy Fleetwood, but I can't because he's never won a tournament. Like, but I feel like
he's won European.
Oh, he's never won one in the U.S. Right? But I can't do it. Dude, I'll take Bryson.
That's good. All right, I'm gonna take my boy Joaquin Niemann.
Sorry, he was plus 1,800.
Yeah. Joaquin Niemann has won every other live event. I know
he's on fire. He is on fire.
He missed the cut at the U.S. Open.
Yeah,
I
like that pick though.
Plus 4,000.
Robert McIntyre. Is it just because he's back home?
Yeah,
that's the only reason he's up that high.
Pretty sure he just won something as well.
He did. He won something like 2 weeks ago or whatever. I can't remember what tournament it was. But still, like it still feels like he did. Did he win the U.S. Open? He won one of the majors. I can't remember which one. Give me Shane Lowry.
Okay.
At plus 2,800. Robert McIntyre.
Look that up now.
No.
All right, I'm gonna go with. I'm deciding between 2 people. 3 people now. All right, I don't love this pick, but give me Patrick Reed at plus 7,500.
Interesting. Why?
He's just playing good. Like I feel like he's been in contention in every major.
I like that as like a deep sleeper.
Yeah. I was thinking him or Keegan Bradley, but I just don't think Keegan's got the game for it. But Patrick Reed's
he's playing well too, though. Yeah. Robert McIntyre won the Genesis Open, the Scottish Open, and he's from Scotland. So that's why I was thinking he won a major. But
where's this being played at?
I looked it up earlier today. I don't really know the course. I am going to go.
Royal Port Rush.
Yes. I am going to go. I want to take a deep sleeper. Not super deep, but I kind of want to take a. Give me Sam Burns.
I knew you were going to pick him.
Give me Sam
You
Burns.
pick him every week. That's what I was
Something
deciding
about
about.
Something about it just sticks out to me.
I knew you were going to fucking pick him. And I was gonna say I'm picking between Sam Burns and Patrick Reed and Adam Scott.
Adam Scott was the other one I was looking at.
Yeah. It was first Sam Burns and Adam Scott, and then I saw Patrick Reed. I'm like, I'll try it out.
That's funny. Adam Scott.
All right, read them
Adam
off
Scott's
really
gonna win now. Adam Scott's gonna win now.
Yeah, probably.
All right. So Mike I'll do mine first. I did Bryson at plus 1,800. I did Shane Lowry at plus 2,800, and then I did Sam Burns at plus 6,500. Mike had Xander Schauffele at plus 2,500. Joaquin Neiman at plus 4,000. And then your last pick was, let me find it. Why am I not finding it? Where is he? Patrick Reed at plus 7,500.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Follow us at Athlete Pod on Twitter. Follow us at Traveling Athlete Pod on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. And we'll be back when, Brian?
We will be back in 2 weeks on Wednesday. I don't know what the date is.
Thursday morning. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Anything else happen with the Bengals? Do you want to talk about it?
Nope. Don't. Just sad. Don't want to talk about it. We'll talk.
Oh, shit. We got to do it again, dude. Let the lens cap out.